Alright, so a quick little disclaimer. I did not know I got this many questions and it would take this long. So this is actually going to be part 1 of 2. I was trying to fit this into one part, but it's just not going to happen because of my phone storage. I only have so much time here. So yeah, this is part 1. Part 2 will be uploaded tomorrow. So I'm just going to film it tomorrow and we'll upload it then. Alright, what's up you guys? I am here with my Q&A video. Haven't done one of these in a while. So, I like doing this. Usually every 1,000 subscribers I try to do one of these. So, yeah, if you haven't already, go check out the new Instagram page I created. I've been posting stuff here and there. Trying to get a little more interactive. So, yeah. It's, TheDVDFreak. Because some asswipe decided to take the username TheDVDFreak. Who the hell would name their... whatever. Okay, the username will also be down below. So, we got a bunch of questions here, so I'm going to get right into this. Jaden Seamster. Who is your favorite women's and men's wrestler? I'm assuming you mean modern. So, I'm going to say Daniel Bryan and Charlotte. Sue me. Your top 5 wrestlers of all time. This is by Wrestling Too Sweet. I'm just going to name no particular order right now. Chris Benoit, CM Punk, Roddy Piper, Jake Roberts, Bret Hart. That Boy Who Goes Ahoy. What is your favorite DVD out of all the history of championship DVDs? Right there. Intercontinental Championship. That's my all-time favorite wrestling DVD regardless. Can you start making UFC DVD reviews? Here's the thing. I'm going to do a little Jeff Meacham here. Here's the thing. When I do reviews like that, I like to do it as a collection. I have around like 20 UFC DVDs, maybe a little less. So I feel like, I don't know, I would feel incomplete if I were just to review a bunch of random ones, as opposed to a whole collection. One day, I'm sure, years and years from now, I'll have all the UFC DVDs. I'm not even worried about those right now. I don't collect them at the moment. But one day I will. I want to finish them. So, yeah, I'm a huge UFC fan. But I more kind of got out of it. Maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I was really into UFC. Okay. And then he also asks, what is your favorite number out of the alphabet? 1 through 10, yes or no? Elephant. And then we have White Stoner 265. What is your favorite video you have made? That is difficult because I've been on YouTube since 2011. I've had 5 or 6 different channels. Only 3 of those being DVD channels. So, I mean, I used to do food challenge videos. These videos do not exist anymore. But I used to do food challenge videos. Those were fun. On this channel, though, probably the pay-per-view collections, like the yearly pay-per-view collections, those have gotten the best reception. It's my favorite video to do every year. You only get to do it once a year. That's my absolute favorite. And then going back and revisiting all the old pay-per-views is great. What other YouTuber do you like to watch? I watch mostly old school YouTubers. Wet Movie 1, Zaran Izarak, Angry Video Game Nerd. Really his whole channel, Cinemassacre. Who else? Mr. Nightmare, huge fan of his. Yeah, I really just watch a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. And then obviously, a lot of the community here. Wrestling Rampage, Rax and Ghost, Nick Kurtz, those guys. Awesome 4K. So, yeah, there's not really any, newer ones I watched. Probably the newest one I watch is Winebox Poppy. Mostly does parody commentary videos. So, those can be good. And I just think he has a good personality overall. Check him out. Okay. LMDC Productions. So I saw your South Park video and I'm wondering what's your favorite South Park episode? And then it also says I deserve to get more subscribers. Thank you. But my favorite South Park episode is probably... That's tough. Because my favorite South Park seasons are like pretty much seasons 1 through 12. To me, are just phenomenal. Anything after that gets really iffy for me. I can't even watch like the newer seasons personally. So, I don't know, there's so many. I would say Tonsil Trouble. Tonsil Trouble, yeah. Season 12, episode 1, I believe. So, yeah, it's the AIDS episode. Okay, Caleb Brown, have you been to any WWE pay-per-views? WrestleMania 34, Extreme Rules 2017, SummerSlam 2018, and NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4, ringside seats. And then I've been to an episode of Raw, 2 SmackDown episodes, bunch of house shows, ECW episode, and a TNA event. So yeah, good stuff. Jaden, I'm not even going to bother pronouncing your last name, because I'm just going to end up butchering it. Personally, I have a last name that people butcher all the time, so I'm not going to do it to you guys. Jaden, what would you collect if WWE or TNA DVDs were not made? Movie memorabilia. For example, like screen use stuff. I actually have some little artifacts and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm big into film. You know, I'm more of a film geek than I am a wrestling fan. So yeah, definitely like movie memorabilia. Okay, MarkBoy316, another good channel in this community. What was your favorite faction in history? Probably Evolution. And another one, I don't know if you want to count this as a faction per se. It kind of depends who you ask, but the Von Erich family. That one's more of a wrestling dynasty as opposed to a faction. But it was like a tight-knit group. It's a family. So I would still count it. And then, where is most of your collection from? Stores or online? And what's the most expensive DVD or Blu-ray in your collection? Most I've ever paid was the WrestleMania Anthology. Is it worth the most? Probably not. I have a few box sets that are probably worth more than that. The Marvel Phase 1 box set that I reviewed, that thing goes for crazy amounts of money online. And Twilight Zone box set goes for a lot. Halloween box set goes for a lot. So I don't know. But stores are online. Now it's more online. It used to be only stores. Like back when I was collecting all the DVDs behind me, most of them were stores. But there comes a point where you can only find so much locally and you have to go online. And, you know, I get my new releases from stores. I don't do online for that. But, you know, older stuff, especially like the TNA DVDs now, most of it's online, unfortunately. Okay, Green Turtle Gaming. What are your opinions on Endgame? Oh, here we go. It was okay. It had a lot of plot holes. I have a lot of problems with Disney as a film industry. You know my opinions on Disney Star Wars, except Rogue One. Loved Rogue One. Everything else, no. And Disney, I like to call it Disney humor. It's basically misused humor and unrealistic dialogue. It just bothers me. I am a film critic deep down. Like, I would love to be a professional film critic. So, you know, I'm very critical on film, and I consider myself very knowledgeable on film, and I just prefer smaller more intellectual films over big blockbuster films. But, you know, I loved Black Panther. I loved a lot of the MCU films. And Endgame to me was just okay. My biggest problem with it was it took too many writing liberties to just get a cheap pop out of fans. Like, there's so many examples, but it was a cheap pop. That's what that movie felt like. Okay. Evil Nerd, what's your favorite pizza? That's probably the most PG question you have ever asked. I'm disappointed. Oh, god damn it. Alright, I accidentally pressed the video. Okay, my favorite pizza, if you've ever had King's Pizza, I have to drive an hour and a half to get King's Pizza. I actually went yesterday, coincidentally. I just like regular cheese. I like deep dish. If I had to pick toppings, I'd pick red onion. It may sound different, but it's actually really good once you get into it. Okay. WWE Fat Man 2003 Talks. Favorite WWE DVD. Right there. And worst WWE DVD. I'd say the worst of all time. It's either this or 30 Years of Survivor Series. And Crown Jewel or December to Dismember. I will watch December to Dismember any day over Crown Jewel. I don't care. Like, they both are fucking awful, but I can easily watch December to Dismember. Okay. Young Breezy 821. Do you watch Mr. Nightmare on YouTube? Yes. I stated that earlier. Huge fan of his. I always have been. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? I'm more of a free thinker. I don't like to think that stuff. You know, if you think too much about the future, you're going to miss the present. It's just like the past. You can't think too much about the past, you're going to miss the present. And I take things day by day. I calculate myself on a daily basis. So I don't really like the where do you see yourself or what goals do you have. It's just what I'm feeling at the moment. If CM Punk returned to WWE, who on the roster would you like to see him face? Probably AJ Styles. It wouldn't be the first time, but it'd be cool still. You know, Finn Balor would be cool. I don't know who else, really. Andrade would be nice. So yeah, there's a few. Samoa Joe again. I mean, we've gotten that match countless times, but it'd still be cool. Okay, Jelly Bean Tito. When are the DVD Freak t-shirts coming out? Here's an idea. DVD Freak on the front and your famous quote, "It is what it is," on the back. You know, "It is what it is" literally was an accidental catchphrase that now has been caught on by everybody. So, yeah. I don't see that being profitable. I only have 3,100 subscribers. I just don't feel like enough people would be interested in buying merchandise. I mean, if people really showed interest, then I would. Because I actually had an idea of possibly doing like 2 or 3 shirts and then just giving them away for free. As like special limited edition type thing. If I were to want to get profit from these, it just wouldn't be intelligent to right now where I'm at from a business standpoint to sell merchandise. But I would easily do it for free. Just give a few away. I actually talked about that with my girlfriend. She had an idea that I actually might do. I don't know yet. Okay, what other YWC YouTubers do you check out on a regular basis? Pretty much the ones I named earlier. Really, I'm not really big on wrestling YouTubers all that much. A lot of the bigger ones I don't watch. I really watch kind of the smaller ones around here. You know, our little people I've done videos with. And, so yeah, it's just kind of, I don't know. I don't like more produced wrestling channels. WrestleLamia is probably the only one I watch that's like over 100,000 subscribers. And what wrestling documentary or DVD would you like most for WWE to produce? I've always wanted a Goldust documentary more than anything. Undertaker, which we're actually probably getting later this year. I know a documentary on Undertaker is being made. I don't know if that's network or DVD though, so that's the problem. That was by Stephen Funston. I Like Movies and the Television asks, what's your favorite SummerSlam match? That's tough. I have to look at my SummerSlam collection. Oh, that's actually tough. God. I'll get back to you on that one. I'll answer that one last. I gotta think about that. Stephen Funston again. What are your chances we could see your girlfriend doing more videos of her favorite DVDs and Blu-rays or whatever she wants to talk about? Would she have her own YouTube channel? We've talked about her having her own YouTube channel. She's never done it. And she's not really a DVD or Blu-ray collector. But, we talk about film a lot, movies, So, I don't know. I don't really see her making her own channel, at least anytime soon. I think it would be good if she did, but that's her decision. Okay. Superhero Blueberry. How old were you when you first started watching wrestling? I don't know, because I have some glimpses in the late 90s, because I was born in 96. So, late 90s, early 2000s, and then I got really into it in the beginning of the Ruthless Aggression era. So, yeah. What inspired you to start talking about wrestling on YouTube? Okay, so like I said before, I had other channels. My first channel on YouTube was just a straight DVD channel. Really not wrestling DVDs, because I only had, believe it or not, when I had that channel, I just had this much. These two shelves is all I had. And those are the two same shelves I had. So, obviously I got more shelves and built the collection and organized it. I guess it was more Gemini. I saw his videos when he first came back in like 2000, what was it, like 13-ish maybe? So, I was like, well, I have a pretty good collection. It's not finished, but I'm sure I could do some pretty cool stuff with it. So, I just really wanted to kind of make my own style on wrestling DVDs. George asks, do you collect any wrestling video games? I used to, but not anymore. I love SmackDown vs. Raw games, but I don't really have anything past like 2011. I'm just not a big video game person. I like more Nintendo stuff, like old Nintendo, NES, Super NES, N64, stuff like that. Like Super Mario Brothers 3 is my favorite video game of all time, so that should tell you. Okay, favorite women's match ever. Dear God. God. That's by King Alexis, 2307. That's tough. Probably, actually. Part of it might be because I was there, but Charlotte and Asuka from WrestleMania 34 I thought was amazing. And my legs are asleep. Oh, God. Oh, that hurts. Okay. Brandon Rodenbucker. God, I probably ruined that one. Yeah, what's your favorite all-time WWE DVD? I already answered that one. So, yeah. AJ Brockle DVD How many WWE pay-per-views and shows have you been to? I already answered that one. Do you have any replica title belts? If not, which one do you really want? I don't really want any. I think they're goddamn overpriced. Like, I'm not wasting money on that. If I were to get one, though, it'd be the big gold belt. The World Heavyweight Championship, as WWE has called it. If you could go back in time to any WWE event other than WrestleMania 19, which one would it be? It's a good thing you specified that, because it would have been WrestleMania 19. Probably WrestleMania 1. Just to be we all know WrestleMania 1's not all that great, but just to say you were there. Just to witness history. So yeah, WrestleMania 1. Okay, Gustavo Renteria, what year did you start watching WWE? Answered that. The only one I didn't answer yet, are you going to any WWE pay-per-views this year? Probably not, no. If I would, it'd be like last second. I'm too far out of the product right now for me to actually want to invest and go to pay-per-views. Okay, JJX Division, he has 10 questions. So I'm going to go through them all here. I'll go 10 to 1. Are you religious at all? No, I'm the farthest thing from it. If I were to describe it, it wouldn't be full-on atheist. It's more of a colorful atheism, is the way I like to call it. I basically believe what science and facts have given us. If you can prove anything else otherwise, go right ahead. Favorite superstar in today's WWE? Daniel Bryan. Are you an animal person? In nature, yes, not domestically. I just don't. I don't know. I appreciate animals more in nature. I'm not gonna be like, trust me, I'm not some animal rights activist, but I prefer animals in their natural habitat and nature. Most fun time you can remember? I have no idea. I have no idea. That's another tough one. Have you ever been in a near-death experience? Oh, so many of them. I have so many near-death experiences. It's great. Probably the worst one. I almost got, I almost died snow tubing once. That was bad. But probably the worst one I've ever had was, I was driving down my neighborhood and it was snowing. And there's this little slope you drive down, like kind of a little hill. And my car was basically sliding. And outside my neighborhood, there's an intersection. A car was coming down probably like 60. And I was pretty much just sliding into that intersection. I was able to turn the car and just completely hit the curb, which pretty much saved my life, because if not, that car would have just murdered me. So, do you own any adult DVDs? No, never paid for porn. Who pays for porn? I don't get it. There's so much of it online. Why pay for it? It's fine if you're old school and everything, but no. I would never buy an actual porn DVD. That's just not my style anyway, so. Are you healthy / athletic? I've recently started going to the gym pretty hardcore, so yeah, I'm getting in better shape and just kind of want to feel and look better. I love fast food and I love soda. I can't help it. So I've recently kicked a lot of that. One of your wildest dreams. Do you mean that like actual dreaming? Because like my dreams are really chaotic and a mess. I don't very often have happy dreams. So PTSD. But I'm assuming that's what you mean. I can't really recall any like at the moment. I actually have a pretty reoccurring dream. I always have for any psychologists out there, go ahead and analyze this. I know the meaning, but let's see if anyone else understands it. I have a lot of public shooting dreams. Probably at least once a week, I have a dream that I'm in some kind of public shooting or natural disaster, and I end up dying. So, and I'm also a lucid dreamer in a way. Like, once you acknowledge that you're in the dream, I can basically control myself. And I can really wake up whenever I want to in my dreams. It's really interesting how I can wake myself up. But that's a different story for a different time. What state do you live in? I live on the East Coast. Favorite food growing up and now? It's actually the same it's always been. Snow crab legs. Or just kind of any crab. I love seafood. So it's always kind of been the same. Okay, Michael 101591. Another good channel. Are you looking forward to AEW? Yeah, I am. I just can't wait for another new alternative to WWE, especially where we're at now. So, I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not going to geek out over it. I'm interested in seeing what it's going to be like, more than anything. Favorite Marvel film? Spider-Man 2 from 2004. Out of the WWE Big Four pay-per-view anthology DVDs, which one is your favorite? Probably the SummerSlam cooler. Because it's cool. Spidey. Damn it, now I accidentally clicked his channel again. Ugh. Come on. Okay. What is your favorite action movie? And who is your favorite action movie star? I honestly don't like action films. There's really only one that I like. John Wick. Like I said, I prefer more thought-provoking movies. And then, favorite action movie star, don't really have one. So, Keanu Reeves is good. I like The Matrix, so that's another one. Okay. I actually might have to make this 2 parts at this point. So yeah, I'm going to stop now. And I'm going to do a second part and upload it tomorrow. Because I do want to answer everyone's questions. I really basically have to stop now because of my memory on my phone. If I go any longer, I won't be able to upload this. So, yeah, it's probably going to cut out any second. So, yeah, I will do part 2 tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed. This has been the DVD Freak. Peace out.